It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Pats.
And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pickett. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You can look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? That one too wide and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run with Gibson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The Patriots entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Gibson toss right.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal, so they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the gun, it's May.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Pickett sets up play action.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Pickett back to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Marcus Epps coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Jones on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
3rd and 4. From the shotgun, May with it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And they go play action with May.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
2nd and 10. You look at this Browns defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. May.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun to give to Henderson.
Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May.
Short pass caught by Henry. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Pickett.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll throw with May.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
DeAndre Carter back deep. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman.
54 yards.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
To throw, it's May. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Throwing here is May. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On the draw, this is Henderson. Able to slither by. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Leads to 3rd down and 1.
To the air, May.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's Tillman.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw, Pickett.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting set to go once more.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown catch in the victory. The Patriots got a solid first half from their quarterback, Drake May. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Diggs in motion right.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They run with Ford. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll get this complete to Tillman.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's May. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Short pass caught by Henry.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Douglas, the man in motion.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Down and 5.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to.
Pickett lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Henderson.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
He finds Douglas complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll throw again with Pickett.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. So on 4th and inches, the decision is to pass up going for it, take the 3 instead, which was okay, but for one slight hiccup.
Yeah, you've got to make the kick. That might be a decision to regret as a head coach, and he's got to be regretting it already.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's Williams. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, May. That is caught.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They run the toss with Henderson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll throw with May.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The tight end, Henry, here in motion.
To throw, it's May.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Now Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The home team's offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air, May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Browns down by 13, a minute 51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Here's Pickett. Completes to Njoku.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw here. Pickett connecting with Johnson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Pickett to throw.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Pickett. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.